Hello, my wildlings, and welcome back to Turnabout Hops. In the last episode, we began cross-examining Agent Skye, and we found a slight hole in her testimony, which has now led on to them beginning to talk about the motive. And some new evidence has been presented to the judge, which I presume is the love letter, but he's reading it now, so we'll find out in a moment, I guess.
Oh my! This is a love letter addressed to Judith Hobbs.
True, authored by the one and only Gideon Gray. The truth is, Mr. Gray appears to have a longing for Miss Hobbs from afar. And the double truth is, the defendant found out about this little fact. It's entirely possible that his framing of Miss Hobbs was entirely accidental. But whatever the case, it is irrelevant now. Enraged that someone else's heart sought his soon-to-be fiancé's, he tried to murder him in a fit of jealousy, which I will shout so loud that you won't even see me in this frame.
And back to square one we go. Oh, so that's the motive, Oh, I see. That is indeed a very likely explanation. Is that correct, Agent Skye?
Yes, that is indeed the motive. The defence's interruption was pointless, and their accusations misinformed.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much. I think you've told us enough.
No, not yet. I still have yet to conduct a cross-examination on the motive.
Oh, yes, I suppose you are correct. Oh, could the witness please testify as to the culprit's motive?
All that is needed to be known has been said, but if I must... Alright, let's hear what you've got to say this time. Poisoned love. How dramatic.
Oh, the motive is a matter of love becoming twisted and rotten. Gideon Gray is in love with Judith Hobbs. This is shown by the letter he wrote, expressing all his current feelings. This was discovered by Mr. Wilde, sending him into a rage. And this led him to take up arms and almost commit murder. Oh, I see. How very tragic.
And his claims of merely practicing a proposal do not stand up to scrutiny. Nobody witnessed him crouched on one knee or saying such lines. Wilde's alibi simply does not rid him of any suspicion. We cannot know that until my cross-examination is complete. Well then, by all means, your fans await you, if you have any. Ouch. Ooh. That was a burn and a half. You know, there are some prosecutors who will damage the defense with literal weapons, whips and swords and eagles. Sometimes the most vicious are done purely through words. Yeah, really appreciating our friendship right now. Oh, let's just get this over with. Alright, what do you have to say for yourself? Well, I've already heard it, but let's see what else I can press out of you. The motive is a matter of love, becoming twisted and rotten. And how can you claim that... It's very hot today. I'm sorry. It's kind of frying my brain a little. And how can you claim that? You can't say you know a person's innermost thoughts. The evidence speaks for itself, Mr. Justice.
But as I was saying,
Gideon Gray is in love with Judith Hobbs. Gideon Gray has never outwardly expressed any such interest. What you say is pure speculation. Have you truly forgotten so easily? The heart is a varied performance of many tones, many kept subdued from those who might pry. Just because Earl Grey did not admit it, does not mean it's untrue. After all, there is that evidence for all to see.
It is as the prosecution says. This is shown by the letter he wrote, expressing all his current feelings. And how did you come by this evidence? It was discovered in the victim's own home, just sat out on the table according to Janet Hobbs. This would suggest that he'd recently written it and intended to give it to Miss Hobbs. He knew I was in a relationship. He would never do something like that. He's not that selfish. Apparently he is. The heart is a very hard thing to control. Why, when I see a bouncy castle, my heart just screams at me to jump on it. Bouncy castles are evil, Your Honour, trust me. Take it from a man who split his shin bone in half on one. Didn't even have to fall off the thing. Oof. But as a judge, I must restrain myself. Oh, the humanity. I don't think it's quite the same thing, Your Honour. This was discovered by Mr. Wilde, sending him into a rage. And how did he find out about this? Oh, perhaps he found the letter himself, but I cannot say for sure. He would not reveal it to us. Then maybe he didn't know about it at all. Oh, then prove that he couldn't have known, attorney, because right now everything fits quite well, and Gideon's written confession concedes this. I accidentally skipped that before I read it. This led him to take up arms and almost commit murder. This whole motive stinks, and I will show it. Just wait. I still find it hard to believe that Gideon holds feelings for me. Actually, it's just plain weird. Yeah, something does seem a little off. We need to keep pushing onwards. Right. Motive is a matter of love. Gideon Grey is in love with Judith Hobbs. This is shown by the letter wrote expressing his current feelings. It's discovered by Mr. Wilde. This led him to take up arms and almost commit murder. Okay. I'm not sure now. Okay, let's have a closer look at that letter. It is addressed to Judy Hobbs. Messy writing is written on what appears to be a torn page. We've got the school book, tattered and old, has a single page ripped out. But I'm going to make a new save and maybe present the love letter, I think. She says current, but it's not, is it? It's old. No. This is a clear contradiction of the facts. And truly, I think that the very statement is a contradiction itself. As do I. Try not to be so contradictory. Okay, fair enough. That never happened. Okay, maybe it is the school book I need to present. There we go, okay. Alright, I probably should have gone with the school book first, but yes. Your Honour, take a look at this. What's this? An old school book? Gideon Grey. Oh, this is the victims. But how does this show me anything? Other than how adorable all these little animal children looked. They're so adorably sweet. My God, I think I'm going to collapse from diabetes. By combining it with this evidence, a love letter. I'll make a new save, but I'm pretty sure it's the love letter. Okay, so I'm saved, I'm all good, let's go. The letter, of course. Combine them? Yes, Your Honour. Note how both have been ripped in specific places. They both have... Ah! Oh, sorry, there was a spider on my desk. It scared me. Sorry, what were we saying again? Oh, you spotted it, Your Honour. Yes, I had noticed that spider earlier. It was rather large. I'm surprised you hadn't seen it earlier. It's all right. I'll get it. Bashes it with his gavel. Job done. You just see beard tendrils slowly grab it, drag it into the beard quietly. Ugh.
Oh, no, that's a creepy image, and one I'm going to leave this episode on, I'm afraid. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, good night, and good luck.